7 Ds, and 3 Fs.
I think they were easy grades.
Florida legislators who flunked the sunshine grades. Listen to this. Half of the Florida legislators have received a grade of a D or an F for their sunshine laws, for how they supported the bills that went forward this year for open government. Not a single legislator in Florida on either side, Democrat or Republican, got an A, 9 Bs, 71 Cs, 77 Ds, and 3 Fs.
I think they were easy graders. You know, they did so much stuff in private that it was obnoxious.
That's true. The whole session was done in private, so not a surprise here. But this is interesting. Democrats fared slightly better. They averaged a C-. Republicans averaged a D+. Pretty bad on both sides. 2 of the top 4 grades actually did go to Republicans. The problem here, I mean, this has been going on for years and years now. Florida has one of the best open government laws in the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. I mean, we have, you know, the public is supposed to know what's happening to their government.
Too bad there's so many exemptions to it.
And that's what I was going to get to.
I'm sorry.
That now there's 1,200 exemptions, and another 56 were proposed this year. You know, these exemptions, you know, state officials are hiding details about seniors killed in nursing homes, children killed in foster care, prisoners killed in prison. It's just there's so many things now that are exempt. And this year, I mean, they actually proposed, and this got a lot of votes. They actually proposed making it so 2 or more politicians could talk in private before a vote.
Right.
I just, you know, and you're right. I think you see what happened at this session where everything was decided behind closed doors, and I think it's just getting worse and worse. And I don't, you know, I think we're going to lose that standard that Florida had.
I hope we see some public outrage over this. This affects them. Right. This affects the public when they do these things in private, whether it's the education bill, whatever kind of horse trading they're doing. This affects every Floridian. Right. But I don't get a sense of outrage building up. But hopefully this will cause it.
I think you're right. I think just the public in general, it's hard to get them fired up about issues like sunshine law and open government. And, you know, they're the ones that get hurt over this.
Is it apathy or is it access to information, or maybe a combination of both?
I think it's apathy. We've written about it plenty, and it's been all over the place, the things that were done in private. I just think people are a little apathetic about it. There's information overload, and, you know, there's only so much they can process, and they save their outrage for certain things, but this really affects them.
Right. The reason no one received an A, not a single on either side, everyone voted for the bill that shielded the arrest records of people who were found innocent in court. Now, I get that one on its face. You think, okay, somebody was found innocent, and that's unfortunate. There are people who go to trial who were wrongly arrested, and they're found innocent.
And wrongly arrested.
And I understand why you would think, okay, let's shield their arrest record. But then the problem is, what about people like George Zimmerman, Kasey Anthony, O.J. Simpson? Now, he was arrested in California, but he has Florida ties if he'd been arrested in Florida. Some of those people, you know, I think a lot of us want their arrest records out there. There's still a lot of questions about these cases. And those are people that under this law now, their arrest records will not be public record anymore. So I think even that law, which every single legislator voted for, I think that's problematic too.
So our last topic is what's happening in Tallahassee about your right to know, or really to crimes, to murder, secret. Imagine that. They want to keep the names of witnesses to murder secret. The defendant now will find out. Supposedly people don't come forward because, you know, they're scared. But they're going to tell the defendant. They have to tell the defendant to get a fair trial. It's just the rest of us to know, how is government working? How's the prosecution working? You know, what's their record? They want to keep that secret. They want to keep who's applying to be the president of a university secret. That's an age-old one. They say, oh, we're not going to get any good candidates if everybody knows who they are. Like, we don't have any good university presidents in Florida under the way the system is now. And now, worst of all, there's a bill that would allow those who've been charged with felonies and misdemeanors, if they're found not guilty, that they are, or the state attorney decides not to prosecute, that all of their records are sealed. Now think about that. People found not guilty, people like George Zimmerman, people like Kasey Anthony, people like O.J. Simpson, who have been people who have a series of gang-related charges, but they weren't found guilty because the prosecutor couldn't make their case. any record that they've been arrested and charged with a crime would be gotten away with. This is those who say they believe in transparency want to make happen. And so guess what? On that last one, several of these are going to Governor Rick Scott, who likes to keep secret who he's meeting with, where he's flying to. So Florida's got a strong tradition of open government. But right now, our Sunshine Law is under attack, and we should all be outraged about it.
How do you really feel about this?
I am outraged.
I know.
It's awful.
I just want to say I've always been proud.
Woman.
I've always been proud that Florida had some of the best open record laws in the state. I mean, even going way back to journalism school, we had whole classes on that, and that was always something that I thought this state should be proud of. That the public is entitled to a lot of information, and that's just changing.
Yes. Yeah, no, they say they can't get anything done. Well, they're getting stuff. Look at some of the stuff they get done, and then they just want to pull it out and surprise us.
Well, I was going to ask, one question we've been getting a lot the last couple of days is there anything Trump can do? What can he do at this point to really turn around what he's doing in office? I mean, you've seen a lot of gaffes early.
He doesn't feel like he has to turn around anything in office. That's the thing. He thinks he's doing fine.
Do you think he really believes that?
I don't know.
I do. Yeah. I think that when
his
he
ego is such,
looks at the number of executive orders he's signed and the number of laws, even if they're to name a post office, the number of laws he's gotten passed, I think he does. My recommendation to him, if I could, would be to say to focus on one thing and get it right. It's not the quantity of what you do, it's the quality. And explain yourself. I mean, but, he's never been very good at explaining himself. But I would pick infrastructure. I think we all believe our highways and bridges and, need to be repaired. So start where we all agree and get something done there.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, the question is, does he want to, like what Gary said, does he believe that he's doing everything right? I don't think he does. I know he says that, and that's kind of his image. I think the infrastructure is a great one. Bipartisan. I mean, I think there are some people on the right that don't want to spend any government money.
Right.
But I think that infrastructure is something we need. That's something he promised. And I do believe that Trump at his heart, I think he is a moderate. And I think he could govern like that if he wanted to. But he's just, he still has a lot to learn.
Right. I think he'll see his numbers change when the administration starts to focus on things that affect us on a local level. You want to see your numbers change? Help us with health care. Get people the money that they need to pay for the services that they need. The infrastructure is another good thing. Help people on the local level and you'll start to see
he kind of
change.
misread healthcare too, though.
Just a little.
To be the first thing that he wanted to go after there.
But thank God he's saying that whatever is proposed, pre-existing conditions, you can't be denied coverage for if you have a pre-existing condition. But then the question is, okay, you can have a pre-existing condition, but if you do, you're in this group and everybody else is over there, and if you're in this group, your premiums are sky high. It's got to be affordable.
Right. Here's one challenge for Trump is I could see him actually, if he gets frustrated with the far right, trying to work with Democrats if he's a deal maker. He says he is, but I wonder if Democrats at this point, the way he's approached everything, if they would even try to work with him, or if they'd say, you know what, let's just wait till the next election.
Well. It's broken.
He
was going to change how Washington worked.
Yeah, he's only made it more. It's only more polarizing.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So, yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself, 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So, if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So, anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.